Florida. For what purpose do you seek recognition?
To speak in opposition to this pro-China bill.
Ms. Castor is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
On the CARS Act.
If you want to compete with China in automaking, you would not do this. You would not support this legislation or any of the bills being offered by my GOP colleagues today. And it's very disappointing to see another Republican pro-China bill. It would be better policy, a more pro-America, more patriotic policy to strengthen American industry and American ingenuity to compete with China, rather than what their approach is just to throw up their hands and say, okay, we can't do anything, we'll cede it all to China. The global demand for electric vehicles is rising. And if we don't compete, who will benefit? China. If we step back, who ends up controlling all the supply chains? China. You cannot ignore the fact that China now controls a lot of the existing supply chains for electric vehicles. They want to put our auto workers and our automobile companies out of business. But rather than ceding more ground, the answer is to invest in America, to invest in our competitiveness. In fact, that is the aim of the Inflation Reduction Act. That is what's going on across America right now. We're investing in domestic battery manufacturing, creating jobs here, and reducing our dependence on foreign supplies. Republicans are in a defensive crouch. They're stepping away through these bills today. They're stepping away from electric vehicle technology, and they're willing to cede the dominance to China in this space. Republicans, and let's just kind of peel back the curtain into why that's happening, because it doesn't make sense, does it? But they're going down this road of scare tactics, kind of deliberately misleading the American people about electric vehicles in order to prop up big oil corporations. See, electric vehicles are cheaper to own, they're more environmentally sustainable, they deliver significant cost savings to American families, they decrease fueling costs by 50% or more, and overall they're about 25% less expensive than regular cars. Additionally, EV prices have declined by more than $5,600 over the past year, and they're going to go down, down, down as we ramp up production. Thanks to incentives in the Inflation Reduction Act, electric passenger cars and light-duty trucks are expected to reach cost parity with gasoline-powered vehicles in the next 2 years. That's years sooner than anyone predicted. The technology is going to get better and better, just like what happened with gas-powered vehicles over time. But that's because we incentivize that. We incentivize fuel economy. We invested in innovation and research and development, and that paid dividends for families across this country. I know that electric vehicles are a threat to the profits of oil and gas companies. But the upside to American families, to workers, to businesses is simply too great to ignore. The benefits to their pocketbooks, to our industrial base, to our health, and to a livable future for our kids and grandkids cannot be ignored. This bill hurts American progress. It hurts job creation in America. It hurts workers. It hurts our industrial base. It hurts small business owners. So I urge my colleagues for all of those reasons to oppose this bill today and join us in standing up for America and the can-do spirit of innovation and competitiveness. Thank you. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. Does anyone seek recognition? Chair recognizes Mr. Carter for 5 minutes on the CARS Act.
Madam Chair, I move the strike last word in support of this bill.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Madam Chair, I'm not opposed to electric vehicles. The single largest